Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm here. I always remember. I'm here with Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle
And
plays hookies. Michelle, two L's.
Michelle 2L, yes.
Yes.
Funny story. When my mom was the youngest of six girls, and she had wanted to spell my name with one L,
Oh, that's so
and
funny.
my aunt told her, "No, you can't do that. People will always have trouble spelling her name. It'll always be wrong. Just spell it traditionally." And of course, my mother was one that always just did what she was told to do,
Oh,
and so
got it.
she did not. Um, and then I want to say it was shortly after she passed away. No, it was before she passed away. We're going through our house because we had sold her property, and we were cleaning out all of her stuff. And I found some of my baby announcements, and on there it had my name with one L, and I went, "Oh,
I love that.
have I been misspelling my name this whole time? Did she really actually spell it that way on the birth certificate?"
Right?
So I had to go and pull up my birth certificate to make sure that I had actually been spelling my name correctly. I had,
I love
but
that. I
but
love
the
that
birth
story.
announcements had one L,
I
which I
love
thought was
that.
funny because it wasn't like she did it way in advance.
Right?
Because there's no way she
Right.
could have
Because you were
known
already
that I
born.
was a girl.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they didn't
because
know
we
that
were
stuff back
born in
then.
an era that they didn't know. Again,
They,
I went nameless for 3 days because good old wives' tales. I guess my mom was carrying low or something, but I
yeah,
was also number two. So they were expecting a boy. I'm
mom was
very
expecting
grateful.
boy.
Yeah, there you go. See, if you don't know, Michelle and I have a lot of things that are really similar, like tiny hands.
Yep, tiny, tiny,
Yeah,
tiny,
see,
tiny,
they're
tiny
almost
hands, tiny feet,
tiny feet and tiny heads.
tiny head. Yeah, yeah.
You
So
have a lot more hair than me, but yeah, I was grateful I'm a girl. My
me too.
father was gonna name the boy that they thought I was after his uncle, so my name would have been Ralph. Very grateful I'm not Ralph. They were trying to pick an uncommon name, so they went with Lori. They
Oh,
were wrong. It's
they
super
were
common for my
well,
age.
right. But it probably wasn't very common when they were growing up. So
Right, no, and it was right, exactly. And they were gonna name me Laura, but oh, there's a little girl in Sunday school that's named Laura, so that was too common. So we'll do Lori. It's just so funny. Like
that
I
is funny.
literally graduated with 6 Loris. I mean, I was one of the six, but
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but it's weird. It's weird how names like group like that.
yeah, it
But
is.
yeah, and yeah, no, I'm sure my parents didn't know any Loris. I'm sure it was legitimately they thought
Yeah,
they were naming me something special, but yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to tell a little bit about Michelle is obviously a connection through, well, not obviously, but a lot of these are through Camille's creations.
Yeah.
Michelle has the distinction of being the one and only guest
Yes.
chatter on Camille's first live.
Yes.
And go
Yes.
ahead.
And
Go.
second, first and second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was her first.
Yes. Yes. And she's very grateful for it. Obviously, it's a different world now
It is,
for
right?
her.
Right.
And even for you and for me, even
Mhm.
from then, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then Michelle and I connected initially on the fact that we have tiny hands and tiny
Yeah.
feet. And
Right.
then she said something about your feet didn't grow because what was your phrase? Why your feet didn't grow? Because mine
Oh,
was, yeah,
mine was, it's a little naughty.
yeah, yeah, mine was
things
too.
don't grow well in the shade is what
Yes,
I was told.
things don't grow well in the shade. And that's very similar to the joke I always made. They didn't get
Yeah.
enough sunshine because we have
Right.
things that
Right.
block the sunshine.
Yeah. Yeah. We have self made shade.
Yes. So, like yeah, even though we don't
Mhm.
look alike, we have all these things that are
We have some
physically very
similarities.
similar.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the way. But things don't grow in the shade. Y'all, well, women all got it. Maybe
Right.
people that aren't from this country maybe didn't get the subtlety of that, but that's fine. We can leave it
Yeah.
that way.
That's okay. We'll move along.
Yeah,
If you have to explain the joke, kind of loses it.
exactly. Very true. Very true. You don't. Well, and like you said, we don't necessarily want to explain that one.
No. No.
But yeah, so we connected, and then before I pushed record, Michelle was talking about why she made her channel. I've talked about why I made my channel, as I'm sure
Mhm.
Chef Lori, and showing my mystery yarn challenge work. But Michelle's motivation was different. I didn't expect to be in this position where I'm at. In a bajillion years, no, this was not what I was expecting. But Michelle also wasn't expecting even the growth that she's had. I'm going to let you talk about what you were telling me about why you made your channel and all of that.
Yeah. So I'd been on YouTube. I was at home taking care of my mom and not working. And so I got more into YouTube, and I've crocheted for, gosh, I learned when I was probably about 8 years old. So, well, probably younger than that. I was younger than that. I was about 6 or 7. So,
Okay.
but I've crocheted for, my whole life pretty much. But I've always worked and so forth as an adult. And then I left work to come home and take care of my mother. And so I had more time on my hands, and I got more into the YouTube and got into the live streams and started participating in different games and so forth. And I had things that I had won, and I had kept, and then there were some things that I purchased as well, like the stitch markers that Ellie makes. She changed
Ellie Leva is beautiful.
Ellie Leva, yeah. She made some sweet stitch
They're
markers.
fantastic.
Yeah, they really are. And so, I decided, I should probably make a channel, and so that I can open these things that I've won, and kind of give back to people. One, that the person that gifted it gets to see my reaction as I'm opening it, and I'm going to like it because it's yarn.
Right.
So I'm going to be happy with it. But
we
but
like
also it's a way to give back too. That way I can give them recognition.
Yes.
Not that it would be a whole lot, because I'm a little fish in the sea, but something, a way to give back as well. And then I started, after doing that, I decided, well, I'm playing this game. Let me show what I'm doing with this game, and then it's kind of mushroomed from there. So
yeah. And then and you're approaching 300, you said?
Yeah, 311 right now.
Oh, you're past 300. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. That happened pretty quick. I got 100 since August.
Wow. Okay. So it was real. Yeah, that's kind of how mine went.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of a slow and steady growth for me. Like you said, when we were on screen, what happens if you're even watching your subscriber count, it kind of goes up, and then you lose a few, and then it goes up, and then you lose a few, and then you go
right.
And then sometimes you just have one of these.
Yeah, and that's what happened to me. I had the up and downs, and I really never paid a whole lot of attention to it, because the point behind my channel, I never cared how many subscribers I had. My goal wasn't to be monetized or anything like that. So, but I just happened to get an email that said, I was at 189 or something like that. How you get your emails that tell you how your channel did that month.
Yes.
From YouTube.
Yes.
And so I was looking at that, and thought, oh, wow, I'm only 11 away from 200, and my birthday's in a few days. Wouldn't it be funny if I hit 200 by my birthday? And then I mentioned it in a live, and the next thing I know, Linda is posting it. Let's get her to 200.
Yeah.
And then she tagged some people, and Shannon from Another Yarn reposted it, and then my numbers just went boom.
Yeah.
So and then they stayed. So
yeah, which is nice when you do have that, and then it kind of it probably went up a little bit further than it is, and then came down, and then went up, and kind of did that, but not like drastic.
Yeah, it's like I'd gain 10 or 20, and then I'd lose one, and then I gained 10 or 20 and lose one.
Exactly.
But for the most part, it was going pretty steady. So yeah,
that's so cool. And if you haven't watched Michelle, her videos are just authentic and fun, and I always love your makes, and you do the knit and the crochet. Predominantly crochet, is that correct?
Predominantly crochet, yeah. But I was telling my husband, it's funny you said that, because I told my husband that next year I think I might want to try to concentrate more on knitting than crochet.
Yeah, if it feels better to you too, like whatever.
Yeah.
Because you gotta do something you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Like that's part of why I made the Halloweeny. Okay. My Halloweeny, because I was like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do it kind of quicker than the amigurumi version would take. So that's why I put most of that on the central. I'm like, why is my lighting so bizarre all of a sudden? I am so sorry. Okay, there, that's better.
Happens.
But yeah, I use the knitting machine. I have used the knitting loom in the past. I watched Just Vintage Crochet. She knitted with crochet hooks. So I
Yes.
might try that to
Yeah.
kind of get myself to move in that
I
direction.
haven't watched the video. I saw the video, but I've got it in my watch later.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I've watched it. It looks like something I could do, but just by having that hook on the end, I feel more confident than if it was straight ended. And she tells you use 2 different sizes. She says if you, in an ideal world, use Tunisian hooks, because then you could have the cable and not have to worry about stitches dropping off the end of your hook. Has to be a straight hook. It can't be one of these guys.
Yeah, with the wide.
Can't be one of those.
Oh yeah.
She's like, just your standard metal, but Tunisian's better because again, it is consistent down through, and then you can put the cable on and not have to worry about it. But she's like, if you don't have 2 the same size, anyway, I am definitely going to give that a shot. Although I just did my 3rd. Did I bring it up here? Nope, it's still downstairs. I'm working on a baby blanket that I abandoned the center. Well, I mean, I did the center because I'm trying this. The blanket is called Texture is Everything. And it was by Camille, K.A.M.E. Crochet, who I found through another yarn Shannon. Because I asked her about one of her blankets and I said, who is that designer? And so it was free on Ravelry and whatever. Well, it wasn't baby blanket size, so I was adjusting and I was like, I can't with the stitch count. I can't, because I was constantly every row stitch count, and I was like, no. I mean, I could do it.
But enjoy it would be a different story,
right?
And enjoying it,
right? And I'm
if you're not enjoying it, there's no sense in making it.
Exactly, which is why you're saying like you're going to shift to knitting because that's what you want to do, and that's the beauty. And then like I take a break and I do a diamond painting, or I'll do a real painting like up there,
right?
But that's this is from that there that's hanging there. That's from Crafting Kitty Erin, Spotlight Creator. That's one of the things you and I both do, right?
Yes.
And
yeah, I've not been as faithful to it as Linda, but
well, no, Linda does all the challenges, right?
Yeah, she does. And but she had mentioned that and she had never missed one. No, it was a video that Linda had put out. She's never missed one since she's been doing it. So yeah,
that's amazing. And Erin mentioned last time that Linda has done every single one.
Yeah. So
that's one of my favorites. But yeah, that was one I won when I did a bag a day pattern actually.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of Erin's makes. It's a shawl, but I'm like, I want it on display. I need a better place to display it than that, but at least it's up and you can see it. Yeah. You can't see all the beautiful color changes in whatever yarn she used, but
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I love the challenges. It's fun.
It is fun.
And yeah, but Linda does challenges next level. I'm just giving her a run for her money for the fun of it with Camille's challenge.
With Camille's,
and I still have to do the because somebody said it looks like an oven knit. Yeah, this was one of our patterns in Camille's patterns. And so it's an ornament, but there's a white edging that when I was reading the instructions, because I did this live, I did that micro crochet live with thread, so that wasn't interesting with this little guy. I don't usually use hooks that small. That's 1.25, I think, millimeter. Yeah, 1.25 millimeter. So I've never done one. Well, I did the 25 millimeter. We're going the other direction.
Right. Did you see the size of her hook?
Yeah. If you didn't, there it is.
Yeah. And the other way too. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There you can see how wide.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's a good picture.
Yeah. That's
a great picture.
Yeah, that's funny. It really gives perspective on
it does. Yeah.
On how wildly different those two hooks are.
Yeah.
And it produces different things because that produced the little tiny hook, produced this little snowflake thing, which I sewed down and I didn't like space very well, but whatever. It's, it's cute. That's Camille's holiday challenge, which, but I made this on a live, which is challenging because you're keeping up with the chat. I was so thankful I was live though, because my brain was not connecting the instructions on how to connect this thumb in the pattern. There was nothing wrong with the pattern. My brain just wasn't braining. So the live was like, this is what it means to do. Okay. I got it now. So, but yeah, It's been fun, and the challenges are a lot of fun, and Happy Mail is a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
it's nice that when you said Shannon, you mean another yarn, Shannon, right?
Shannon, another yarn. Yeah.
Yes, yes. We'll be specific because just
Oh, yeah.
because I'm connected with the Sweeney Stitcher Shannon too. I'm connected with both.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Who's
And-
also wonderful, and I've done a lot of her patterns too.
Yeah, she does cute. I really need to do some of her tots.
Those tots are so fun.
They're so cute, and they seem like they'd be super quick makes.
They are. I mean, that's what I was telling Chef Lori. She's like, "Oh, well, that's 3 entries," and I'm like, "Oh, no, this should count because I did 3 different tots on the Michelle's Alien one. I think that was in what was it, September, October, or something like that.
August or September.
And so I said, "No, that can't be 3 entries. It has to be just one because it would feel like I'm cheating because they're so quick fast, and right? They're so fast. Yeah, super fast.
I need to make a few of those. But on that, since this will definitely drop in time for this, the December make along for Live Fantastical, Michelle 1L.
Mm-hmm. Michelle 1L.
You almost
and Cheyenne.
And Cheyenne, yes. Yeah. Cheyenne does where's my journal? I had it here with everybody's name that I'm recording with. I don't have it.
She's a great artist.
Yes, it's cute. Yeah. It's cute stuff. And I even have a card from her from many years ago when Michelle sent me yarn for the Mystery Yarn Challenge.
Oh.
So it's a little, where did I put that? It was up here, but it had fallen down. So I was like, it was getting damaged. So I don't know. Anyway, I can't find anything of theirs. But in December, I'm the co-host or the collaborator. Mm-hmm. And the theme is It's Summer Down Under. So anything Southern Hemisphere. But because it's the summer for their Christmas.
It is. It is.
So like so different, like for us here in the United States or the UK or it's like our brains are like, yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Yeah, my cousin's cousin moved from the Houston area to Australia, and he lived there for many, many years, and got married and moved back probably 10 years ago or so. But so I wonder how he felt about Christmas's big change.
Yeah.
Big change.
It's like here if we're going to make Christmas items, we can make nice warm things for people, but that would be such a weird gift if it's summer.
Right.
I mean, not that they don't need it eventually, but it's just funny. But
I mean, to us it seems weird, but to them I'm sure it's natural because that's all they've ever known, right?
And to them they're like, well, it's nice because during our winter, it's your summer, and we're making all the warm things when you're making things that are like lightweight and breezy. So it's just the opposite. Yeah. My brain was going so that's the December make along. What's really cool about Michelle and Cheyenne's format is it's any art.
Right. And I love that.
Yeah. And it does. So it can be, a drawing. It can be a poem. It can be an interpretive dance. Cheyenne is begging for one. I am submitting one on behalf of Sam by hook or by needles. I did get her approval. She said that's fine. Because she's
important.
So it qualifies on 2 levels because Sam is in Australia. So
there you go.
But it can be, it could be crochet, it can be knit, it could be something you sewed, it could be like I said,
any art
and cooking.
It can be a song, a story, a poem, anything creative.
And
anything creative, and I love that because that's one of the things I really like about the community is there's multi-talented people.
Yes.
I mean, they do so many crafts.
Yes.
So many crafts.
Like, Margaret is the one that comes to mind with that specifically. She does the gambit. Like, oh yeah, I do that. Oh yeah, I do that. What? Is there something you don't do?
Yeah.
I haven't found one yet.
That's my sister. She's the same way.
Oh, she's that way. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I will announce that. So maybe this will be Tuesday. No, I'll do it Saturday so that people have a date. Again, you can make something really fast. This was on the 25 free patterns ornament list. Mm-hmm. So I'll make sure to.
And if you don't do it for that, at least there's ornaments, a lot of them. Right. Check them out because there's so many different things that you can make for Christmas coming up.
Right. And it's what I do. These can, especially like that, you could put little candies in there. And what a
Mm-hmm.
nice little random gift. Again, I have not,
Yeah.
it's not done yet. It's very
Right.
close.
Right.
It's like, or there's even stuff like this in those lists. You just got to go find it. Like,
Yeah.
this has been so nice. I was able to reclaim
Mhm.
my yarn bowl because
Right.
I had all that stuff in my yarn bowl.
Yeah.
But
So the baskets that I've made, my granddaughter has taken and used as hats.
yes, that sounds like my granddaughter. That's very much
Yeah.
like her. You know those like little pot they're Pampered Chef ones. They have
Mm-hmm.
the like triangles coming up around the side, but they're like
Uh-huh.
pot holders.
Right.
That was one of her favorite hats.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. So
yeah. She's anything she can get on her head, she does,
that's so
or
funny.
wrap around her neck.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had to be
So
careful with that with yarn.
yeah, yes. She'll carry the yarn and she'll throw it over her shoulder, and the next thing you know, she's got it wrapped around her neck, and then she's going to climb up the slide, and I'm like, no, 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 no.
Yep.
You, she's like, put it on, and she'll just wrap it all around
Yep.
her, and it's like
She wants it to be a necklace. Yeah.
you know, yeah, she's wearing it, and she likes to take because I'll take small things of yarn for her, and then she'll take it and put it in something, and
Yep.
you know, she uses whatever, you know, kids. So
Yep.
she's 2. In case people don't know, so she turned 2 in July, so she's a young 2, and she's always cooking things. I'm making macaroni. I'm making yarn.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah. My granddaughter calls crocheting. Are you going to be doing any yarning, Mima?
Yeah.
So, and you said, was it your husband that calls it that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. So, so my husband and I have been married for 35 years. And when we first got married, I only crocheted. And so he would always say, "Oh, what are you knitting?"
Oh,
"I'm crocheting." Yes, he did know. He did. Yes, he did. But he liked to say knitting when I was crocheting. Then about, I don't know, about 10 years ago or so, I picked up knitting. And so then anytime I was knitting on something, he'd say, "Oh, are you crocheting something?" Or "Are you knitting something?" And then eventually the jokes got old. And so he just changed it to yarning. So now everything is yarning again. "Oh, you're yarning today."
Yeah. Yeah. See, and I think it covers it, you know.
It does.
It's good.
It does.
I see behind me now you have this one, this red one.
Mm-hmm.
Now I submitted that to Armchair Chef in October for the blood cancer awareness, but which was any cancer awareness,
Right,
but
right.
any awareness period, right? Well, in November through December, Fiber Floozy is doing It's All Red. I don't know if you knew this. This is for dyslexia awareness.
Yeah.
So if you make a majority red item, so I've already submitted this. I'll make something. I will submit this one as well, because that's
majority red.
Majority red.
Yeah.
So so if you want to submit to Fiber Floozy, because she only has a couple entries, and I believe she said December 31st, but I could be wrong on that. I'll double check, but I think you have plenty of time to enter it because she only had a couple entries. But I think she extended. I think it was originally November 30th, but I think she moved it. But I might have misunderstood the deadline in the first place because that would be like me. I have trouble with deadlines if you haven't noticed. if you want your baby to be born,
I'm usually skirting in right at the last minute.
Right.
The 11th hour.
Yep. Yep. As soon as I finish this next row on that baby blanket that I was talking about, what I did is I abandoned the texture is everything, not because it's a fantastic pattern. If I was doing her stitch counts, beautiful. But in my resizing, it was a problem. So I'm using a Just Vintage Crochet, Crafting Kitty. I'm using her pattern for the what she calls the 1 hour scarf. So I'm taking a section of that because it's really a stitch count of 2 + 1 is really what the stitch count is. And I'm like, I can make that work.
Right.
Easy.
I could do 2 + 1.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like this I can do. So I'm doing that around the edge, and then I'm going to do, because this is the other thing I do. I mash together all these patterns from different people because that's how I roll. But I started on that. This is because I stalled out. I started on that, I want to say in September, and the baby was just born last week because I have a problem meeting that deadline. They're born before I guess I should finish this.
I should finish that. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of did the same thing with my son-in-law's beanie this for Thanksgiving. I'm like, he mentioned it last weekend, and I'm like, oh, all of the pieces are done. I just have to put it together. And if you've ever done novelty hats where you're putting the pieces together, that takes longer than anything.
It totally does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like attaching the pieces on the wiener dog. Cats are getting fed. Anyway, yeah, and it's the turkey hat. Is that what it is?
Yeah. This year I used bods. Last year I did the cooked turkey.
Oh, okay. This one was bods. Okay, this one's cute.
This one's bods.
Relatively
I thought Laura Mimi Crochet and Farming did it last year, and if I'm not mistaken, which I very well might be, I think that Laura actually asked Crystal to design a Thanksgiving hat for her.
Oh, okay.
And I think that that's why she did it, but I could be wrong. But I think it's something. Seems like I remember her saying that. It's been a year, so I don't.
Right.
A lot's happened in a year.
It sure has.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's good that your channel's growing in a way that feels comfortable to you, and you can keep doing things the way you do them. And I enjoy your channel. Do you have any kind of sign off?
No. I just I don't really. You're when you say that my channel is authentic, it really is. I don't edit.
Yeah.
So I push record and I talk, I do my thing, and then I leave. I think pretty much I start almost all of the videos saying thanks for stopping in or stopping by.
Yes.
And then I pretty well end everything with a blessing. I usually say something to the effect. I don't really plan it. It just is
right.
Y'all have a blessed day or something like that. So yeah.
Yes,
But there's nothing firm. This is my sign off. This is my sign on.
Yeah, I didn't have a sign off until relatively recently, but now everybody knows it. But I added to it because that's what I wanted to do. And if you don't know the history of why I say what I say, it's fine. You can go back and watch. I do explain it at some point why I say what I say. But so I'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? And hugs to you all. You're welcome to say yours if you want.
Okay. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.
Perfect. Bye.
Bye.